Yo, what's going on, guys? Reversal here, and today we'll be doing a budget Dino deck profile. A lot of people have been asking about list without prosperity, without the ground Xeno and stuff like that. So I figured I'll make one real quick. Priced this out to around I think $90 for the main extra and the side, and a lot of that has to do with just a couple play sets of cards that are like mostly hand traps that are like $3-4 a piece, so that adds up, and then a couple other cards. But there's nothing in here that's the most expensive card is at $8. So, and a lot of these cards are going to be getting reprinted at the end of the year too, so you could even potentially just cut the price down a lot and just wait to get those cards in November. But that's up to you. Prosperity will be in that set as well in November, so I mean that should be more budget as well. But yeah, just gonna get right into it. It's just 40 cards. I guess it's like $90 if you don't have anything. Wild Survivors made the Dino core. Like literally, you could get the whole Dino core that was printed in there for like $2. So it's pretty nice. Start off with the 3 OV, 2 Archosaur, 3 Baby, 1 Petite, 1 Misk, 1 Rex, 2 Conductor, Bank, and then triple Doggerin. Yes, these are collector's rares. No, you do not need to buy them because that is not budget friendly. But yeah, this is just standard stuff. The only thing that stands out is the 3 Doggerin. I think 3 Doggerins a really nice route to take for budget because it works really well with Lost World to get because if you open it with Lost World, you can tribute something that they have, and then it triggers your Lost World to give them a token. So now your normal summons protected from being targeted, and they already have the token for you, which helps you when you're going second to like be able to do some things, because you could just battle phase, beat the token, and then start comboing. So it helps consistency a lot. It's just a solid going second card in general. So I like that. The other option for consistency is Pot of Extravagance, which isn't bad, but I feel like with Droll being like a card that is in people's decks here and there, like Extravagance is kind of weird because like if that wasn't the only problem, it'd be fine. But the fact that it warps your entire extra deck is kind of weird because you lose so much utility. But it's playable. We got 3 Fossil Dig, 3 Lost World, best card. So we're playing Terraforming to go with it because you want to see this card as much as possible. And then 2 Pill. Yeah, that's it for the engine spells. I think Terraforming is probably just the best budget card to help this deck out going second. Just because you don't have to like buy multiple, like if you use Extravagance, you have to buy like multiple Linkuribohs and they're like $4 each for no reason. Stuff like that, so that you'll end up spending like $15 on like Extravagance and duplicate extra deck cards. So you'd rather just spend that money on staples, to be honest. So speaking of staples, for all of our extra stuff, we got 3 Ash, 2 Dark Hole, 3 Dark Ruler, 2 Lightning Storm, 1 Duster, 2 Book of Moons, and a Call By. Lightning Storm is the most expensive card in the main extra side. Like this is the $8 card. You could definitely cut down on these if you want to save a little bit, but it's really good right now. But you could like cut one if you really want to save $8 and then throw something else in. Maybe cut something out, like cut that Call By to the side and then just main 2 Cosmics, because Backrow Hate's really good right now. Book of Moon is just a decent card. Offers you some flexibility for when you're forced to go first or when you choose to go first. It's an Arise Heart out, which is the main reason that I would put it in. And it's cheap, obviously. Called By, I don't like maining this card typically in going second decks, but you have a lot more space for go second cards in this list because there's no like prosperity or anything. So, and then you already have so many cards to deal with what's on board. I figured I'll throw in the call by just to kind of help combat what's in their hand, like an Ash Blossom or whatever, something along those lines. But you could definitely throw this back on the side too, potentially, if you have something else to use. That'd be the first card to cut for sure. Dark Ruler is like the best card in this format, going second. It's crazy. Dark Hole's pretty solid right now. And then in this deck specifically, occasionally it can help get your plays going if they don't have like a spell trap negate and you have like Lost World and babies and stuff. So that's like another bonus. You could even bump this up to 3 if you wanted to. I don't see a problem with that either. If you want to decide the call by and just main 3 Dark Hole. Then Ash is just Ash. Just every Yu-Gi-Oh player should own Ash. It's good in this format for like Branded and Labyrinth, and just in general, it's just a good generic card. But yeah, that's it. Because you could change some of this stuff. Like if you want to cut down on the Lightning Storms for budget reasons, you could main Cosmic Cyclones. Like I said, back row 8's really good. And if you want to side the call by, since it's not that great going second, sometimes you could play third Dark Hole. For the extra deck, we got Dolka, Lagia, Dugares, Baguska for the Xyz. If there's like one of the links that you maybe don't want to play or can't get your hands on something else, you could also play a Dweller. This is like the 16th card right now though. I don't think it's that great in this format. For the links, we got Link Karibo, Anima, Secure Gardener for the link ones. Anima's kind of funny going second since you can just go into it off your Archosaur instead of the Link Karibo. And then you could just take something if they play into it, so it's a nice card to have. But it's like $2, so if you don't want to get it, you don't have to. Pentastag helps you OTK with Dugares. Then we got our 3 Nightmares, Unicorn, Cerberus, Phoenix to help when you're link climbing, to start popping stuff to clear the board for game. You're still playing the 2 G Golems, and the things you go into are the Appaloosa when you're going first, and then you can go into Unchained Abomination going second. This should be access code if you can get your hands on one, because this card's like $5, so an access code I think is like 26 or something like that. Maybe it's like a little less than 30, so that'd be like a good upgrade. But this card's like decent. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff to help you take cards, pop cards, end games. But Gooska is mainly for when you get like Shifter or something. Yeah, this is pretty just like standard like toolboxy extra deck. Nothing special about it. So for the side deck, this is where like a big chunk of the budget actually came from, because some of the hand traps just add up. We got 3 Ghost Spell. I've said a few times, I feel like Ghost Spell or Abyss Deals are pretty much mandatory in the side right now, and Abyss Deals are not budget. And I think Ghost Spell is honestly a little better into like the top decks anyway, so Ghost Spell is really nice right now. 3 Droll. Droll's like good versus a lot of random degenerate stuff. Unfortunately, it's like $9 for a playset now, so it's not as cheap as it was before, but still relatively low for a staple. But it's better to have it versus like I said, face some degenerate ass deck where they just keep searching and searching and searching, like Dark World or something like that. Tritron. It's nice to have. 3 Nib. It's another one of these type of hand traps where a single card can do so much for you potentially. And similar to Droll, it's I think Nib is like $4 a copy, so it's 12 a playset. And this card is good when it's good. So if you're facing something that can be punished by Nib, side it in. 3 more Cosmics to give you more back row hate, because like I said, back row hate's nice right now. And then their going first card is Anti-Spell. Just because this deck has a hard time with Dark Ruler, so. And then just a lot of decks use a lot of spells in general, so if you opt to go first, you can just throw this in. And the nice thing about this side deck is every single one of these cards has utility going first. So since you play like a lot of hard going second cards in the main deck, you have a lot of good options to swap into for any given matchup, which is nice. So it's pretty flexible. But yeah, that's about it. Like I said, you could easily like make this deck a lot cheaper. Like if you're playing just more like casually, you could like swap these out, swap these out. You could swap out the Lightning Storms. You could swap out probably one of the Link 4s too. Like if you take out one of these and then these cards right here, that is I think 42-ish. So it's like half the budget of the entire deck. So you could easily make this deck under $50 if you really wanted to. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed. Hope more people play Dino. It's a fun deck and it's really cheap now. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but yeah, this guy right here is one of the best boss monsters ever printed. So he's fun to use. Yeah, that's it. Take care. Peace.